Hello, this is Brad Badgley. I'm the Associate Dean and Director of the FSLG office at MIT, and we're here to talk about the mechanics of Panhellenic recruitment. First and foremost, we want to talk about an overview of recruitment. Recruitment is divided into 3 rounds, one per day, commencing in the big bid night. After the first and second rounds, both the sororities and the PNMs release or drop. In other words, that means sororities decide whom to invite back to the next round, and the PNMs, if invited back by more sororities than they can visit, must release to the appropriate number. At the end of the third round, which we call pref, PNMs will sign a membership recruitment acceptance binding agreement. In other words, an MRABA, ranking up their first choice. PNMs must attend the maximum number of parties allowed for the duration of recruitment in order to maximize their chances of receiving a bid. Days 1 and 2 of recruitment. On the first day, PNMs visit each sorority. That's everyone. They spend a specified amount of time at each sorority and rotate through all 6 sororities. On the first day, PNMs visit each sorority. They spend a specified amount of time at each sorority and rotate through all 6. PNMs will not be allowed to enter parties late and are expected to attend all parties, unless excused for academic, family, religious, athletic, or other legitimate reasons. At the end of each day, PNMs will release to the appropriate number of sororities, 4 parties after day 1 and 2 parties after day 2. PNMs will be considered automatically withdrawn from recruitment if they fail to maximize their choices for days 1 and day 2. On each day, PNMs will rotate through the sororities in an order determined by Panhellenic exec. On day 3 of recruitment, which we call pref, PNM visits their top 2 sororities. So if you're invited back by both for pref after the parties, you choose your top sorority and sign an MRABA. On this day, PNMs rotate through the sororities in an order determined by Panhell exec on their previous rankings. Strict silence. Now this is very important because it is observed for the duration of recruitment. A PNM is not allowed to speak to any affiliated women outside the recruitment room except for recruitment exec and the PRCs. This includes other PNMs as well, since it is expected that this decision is a private one that each PNM must make with little outside influence. So it's really important. Releasing or dropping sororities. Both MIT and NPC feel that it is in the best interest for PNMs to visit each sorority and as many sororities as possible to keep their options open. As a result, PNMs will be considered automatically withdrawn from Panhellenic if they fail to maximize their choices at any time that they are asked to release to a specific number of sororities. It is your responsibility as a PRC to explain to them that this is unacceptable and detrimental to their recruitment experience. If a PNM insists on dropping more than one, or dropping when they don't have to, refer her to a member of recruitment exec and they will be able to assist you with that. Membership Recruitment Acceptance Binding Agreement, MRABA. PNMs have the opportunity to rank their top choice on their MRABA. By listing a sorority and electronically signing the agreement, a PNM is saying that they will accept a bid from the sorority if she is given one. Therefore, there is no additional bid acceptance form to sign on bid night and no deferral of bids. While Panhell strongly discourages what we call ISP, intentional single preference, if a PNM is positive that she would rather not join a sorority than join one other than their first choice, they could only list that one. Again, they must meet with a member of recruitment exec before deciding to ISP. It's important that you understand this fully. If a potential new member declines a bid she receives through the bid matching process, she is not allowed to pledge another NPC sorority for at least another full year. Recruitment software. MIT uses a recruitment program called Campus Director to facilitate the recruitment process. All invitations and bid matching processes are done through this program. The computer does not mismatch P&Ms to sororities. It follows a mutual selection procedure to most accurately place P&Ms with sororities. There are 3 ways to receive a bid. Please remember, this is for your information only, and you should not explain the bid matching details or refer to quota when talking to P&Ms. Mutual selection is a process you can and should explain. A P&M receives a bid through the bid matching process. Panhell will try and match a P&M with her first choice sorority until the sorority reaches quota. It will then try to match her with her second choice until that sorority has reached quota. This means that putting a second sorority in no way hurts her chances of getting her first choice. If there are P&Ms who are not bid matched through this process, Panhell allows quota additions to place as many girls as possible. This option is only available to P&Ms who have not chosen to ISP or intentional single preference. Number 2, a P&M receives a snap bid. If after the bid matching process, a P&M has not received a bid, their name will be placed on a snap bid list, and sororities that have not reached quota will have the opportunity to extend a bid to her. PRCs will meet with the P&M before the regularly scheduled bid pickup time and explain to her that she has not received a bid from the sororities on her MRABA, but that another sorority or sororities would like to extend a bid to them. The year-long moratorium does not apply if the P&M chooses not to accept one of these bids. Number 3, a P&M is placed on a continuous open bid list, otherwise known as COB, and is informally recruited that way. Any P&M who drops out of formal recruitment is eligible to be informally recruited at any time after the formal recruitment period, provided the chapters are under quota and or campus total. Panhell keeps a list of P&Ms that wish to be placed on the COB list. You should explain this option only after you are positive that the P&M will not complete formal recruitment. Very important.